VACAY-J beats.
Another fire VACAY-JTV intro. Yeah. First reactions in the building. Final season. Final chapter. Let's go. Boom bap hitting hard with that R&B soul. The shot on the line and we losing control. Final season energy. The stakes staying high. Got the trap drums rolling underneath the south side sky. Victor holding power but the crown getting heavy. Nuck in the shadows, yeah, you know we staying ready. Emmett trying to survive, keeping Keisha out the rain. My daughter's ghost is lingering, still feeding on the pain.
This is first reactions, we breaking it down. The final curtain dropping on the kings of the town. With that trap R&B boom bap in the veins. Who gon' fall and who gon' break the chains? Yeah, we watching it all, the drama, the heat. The final season rhythm, rocking the street. First reactions, we breaking it down.
First reactions,
We breaking it down.
church, but his mind on the block. Bakari on the edge, ticking down on the clock. Jumma chasing visions, Kevin gone. But remember, as the winter sets in and the family gets split in street politics heavy. Who gon' live, who gon' die? Got our eyes on the screen, gotta watch the goodbye. Every twist, every turn, yeah, we caught in the zone. VACAY-JTV, we claiming the throne. Yeah. The final season of the shot. First reactions. We out. Another fire intro.
Yeah. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? It's your man. It's your boy, VACAY-J. I'm in the building. What's good? What's good? Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. I see you right over there. Salute, salute, salute to everybody for coming through. Welcome back. We back with the Shad family. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. Give me some fire emojis in the chat, family. It's time to go in with episode 1. The coldest winter. First reactions. So you know what we gonna do. You know how we do it, family. We are back with the Shad. And I can't wait to talk to y'all about it, man. And we're gonna rate this. We're gonna do it all, family. Salute to my man DeMarcus Farm coming through and everybody coming through. Y'all ready? You can hear me loud and clear. We good? Cool. If you ready, I'm ready. Let's go.
Now, and the truth gon' reign. This is legacy in motion. Remember the name. The VACAY-JTV, the next level of exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Salute, 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 salute. VACAY-JTV, next level of exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute. Subscribe right now. Hit that bell and lock in with the real. Welcome to VACAY-JTV.
All right. What's good, family? What's good, family? We back. We in the building, family. It's time. It's time for that first reaction, man. We've been waiting for this for a while. We're excited. You're excited. We're excited. Shout out to all my VACAY VIP members worldwide. Thank you for your love and support. Shout out to all my new subscribers, my existing subscribers, my VACAY MVPs in the chat family. You know how we do. We gonna go in. It's time. It's time to talk about the Shad, man. We've been waiting. Here it is, final seasons, man. Final seasons. I see you support game, and I see you, DeMarcus Vaughn. It's time. Share this out. Hit that like button. You know what to do, fam. But it's time to get through this, go through this, and you already know how we do. I'm not going to hold y'all. We're going to first rate the show, right? Rate the first episode. 1 for fire, 2 for good, 3 for meh, right? 4 for not feeling it. And again, I'll give my rating at the very end of the show. You know what I'm saying? I see you, my man DeMarcus, going in already, fam. We going to go through it. You know how we do. You know how we do. Shout out off the top. Lena Waithe, Hillman Grad Productions, and the entire cast and crew of the Shad. 8 seasons, the longest running drama series on Showtime, right? Like, it's history. Been made. All right? Great show. Great show. Great show. Full of ups and downs. All right? I'm going to give my rating at the end of the show. If you're just coming through, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button if you're here for the very first time. And if I'm good, if I sound good, and I look good, holla. We always representing. Let's get into it, fam. Let's get into it, fam. All right. I want to give a shout out to, again, Lena Waithe, because we first start off this entire show with, man, just some great homage to Coolio, right? Homage to Coolio with this beginning, right? Gangsta's Paradise. Y'all remember Gangsta's Paradise? Y'all remember that song? You remember the video? You remember the movie that it came from? Yeah, man, shout out to Lena Waithe on that, because honestly, man, like, that was a dope movie. And we see here, your man, looking bad, looking real bad. Your man is in prison. Your man, Victor, a.k.a. Trig, is locked up, right? That's the first thing that we see in all of this. And I like the beginning because, again, it's like the video, Gangsta Paradise. Y'all remember that? Living in all la la, when, you know the song, right? I saw Coolio, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Coolio. I saw Coolio at this California fair, and he tore it down. He tore it down. But we also see another image of your boy Jake while the song is playing. And if you know Gangsta's Paradise and you know what it's about just, you know, everything that he's talking about, everything that he's going through. His mama is talking about his family. He's talking about how people think he's insane, how, you know, a lot of ways that he's thinking is just, you know, he feels like he's trapped and people feel like they're in prison. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly how your man Shad and your boy Trig, a.k.a. Victor, feels right now. And again, man, I'm still mad at Shad for telling the homie to come over and help him pick up Alicia's body full of blood to put it on the couch. He didn't want her to be on the floor. And he told him, you know, he's arguing back and forth with Shad, like, yo, like, I don't want to touch this body. You remember that? Like, so Trig knew better. He knew better. And it's just like, why didn't you just listen to your gut? You know, you should have just listened to your gut. But they're showing Jake also in the house. He's looking at the house, like he's looking at the fact that his brother's locked up and no longer there. So he's looking in the room like, my brother ain't here. It's just him by himself. And we also see your boy Bakari. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there, and Bakari is actually talking. You know, he's like, yeah, you know, some people go, some people stay. But then we see another scene with Jermaine. He's like, some people come back and turn around. He in the bed with your girl, Anae. I'm like, okay. All right, look. It was bound for them to come back together, right? Because that's his girl, you know? I like them together. She seems to be a little bit more patient with him, but still she kind of tells him like it is. She don't want him to be in her life, right? And we'll go through that. We'll definitely go through that. Fam, and then we see, okay, Bakari and all of that. And he's just talking about how, you know, life is. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much talking about life. And we see other images. We see, let me pull up some more pics. We see we see Reg. Oh man, oh my God, this these images are crazy, right? And your boy, like I said, your boy Bakari is talking. He says sometimes you feel like you don't know whether you're coming or you're going, right? I'm just like, bruh, these images, whether you're coming or going, very clever. Shout out to Lena Waithe with that. But the beginning definitely was something to celebrate. I loved it. And like I said, shout out to Coolio and rest in peace to all of that. But to me, it's a great beginning. This definitely is a kind of like where we left off, but this is 3 months later, right? It's 3 months down the line, 3 months later, and we see what's going on. We see a lot of changes have happened in the Shy since, right? A lot of changes have happened in the Shy. So we also see, let me see. We also got Emmett, and there it is. Emmett and Keisha, and them just going through life, right? And yeah, man, everybody's there that needs to be there, right? But we got some new faces too. We got a whole lot of new faces, and we're gonna get to them as well. So, you know, Emmett and Keisha taking care of the babies and all this and that. They got a house full of kids. This is wild. You know, Kay is right there. That's Kay. And Damon is nowhere to be found. Damien is nowhere to be found. We found out that Kay, and we'll see, I'll show her soon, they broke up. You know, he went back to rehab, right? Keisha sent them back to rehab. That's what happened. He need to go back, man. The boy need to go back. He needed help. He definitely needed help because he's just a troublemaking ass. Yeah, we not feeling him. We not feeling him. All right. Let me see the chat. Let me look at the chat. Let me see what's going on. Shout out to everybody for coming through. Let me see the chat. Okay. All right. What's good? Mitchie Music is in the building. I see you. Thank you for coming through. I see y'all coming through. What are y'all rated? Rated below. If you watched it already. We say the market says Lene is very over the top. If you ask me, she's very opinionated. Yeah. You know. I mean, but to me, with her, she's not wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could see if she was wrong, but she's not wrong in wanting him to be out the game. She's not wrong in stating her opinion. This is a great coming. What do you say? This was great coming in late, unfortunately. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. You say Team Reg? You Team Reg? Okay. All right. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to all of that stuff you're talking about. But yes, great beginning so far. I was definitely pleased by that. All right, let's keep going. Y'all keep the chat chatting. Share this out. Let's go. Yeah, let's go here. Now, were you surprised? Here's my question for you guys as we get deep into this. Right? As we get deep into this, were you surprised to see your girl with homeboy? And you know what homeboy I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about your man's Nuck. Were you surprised? Right? Were you surprised by that? Because I wasn't surprised by it at all, because I think Tiffany was going back and forth with Nuck, with your boy Victor, and now she got a baby. Welcome baby Rob into the world. All right, she's the new heiress to the throne. She got Alicia's businesses, all her riches. What do y'all think about that? Do you think she's going to be responsible with all of these riches and her new responsibility? I mean, she put up a portrait of Rob and his parents. This is a wild photo because it looks weird, bro. It looks weird. That is not a nice portrait, okay? I don't know who put this together. What type of portrait is that where it's all red? No, that don't. I'm sorry. That, fam, y'all tell me, is that a nice portrait? I wasn't feeling it. I was like, this looks kind of weird. Look at Leon right there, right? Lynn Whitfield, Alicia, right? And that's supposed to be young Rob. Why ain't put Why they put a regular picture of Rob, like an older picture? Why they put this? I don't know, man. It looks, no, I wasn't feeling it, fam. If y'all was feeling it, put it in the chat. If y'all wasn't feeling it, if y'all feel like me, no, I wasn't, no. It was weird to me. It was weird, but moving on. So Alicia has gone away. And let me see. We got, okay, here we go. Let's talk about it. This right here. So Emmett and Keisha allowed Darnell to come through. It's 3 months later, but Darnell got a new boo already 3 months after Jada is gone. Right? Jada passed. It's 3 months later. Now we got a new boo. That is Riley. And if y'all remember from last season, Riley was the grief counselor, right? And when Darnell went over to this place, this center, whatever, he met her. And Riley is the one that was kind of like, gave him the idea to kind of celebrate Jada's life before she passed, right? So, of course, what y'all think about this, man? Do you think it was too quick for your man, Darnell? I mean, one of my favorite characters, Darnell. Do you think it was too quick for him to just pick up and be like, okay, this is my new boo? And because he don't want to stay over the house that he bought with Jada, where she died and she passed away, right? He don't want to stay at the house. So now they staying with Emmett, and it's a full house. They already got a house full of kids. It's already Keisha there, Emmett there, and now he got Riley, the grief counselor, and that's his boo, and they all staying there together. My question is, what happened to her house? Like, was she homeless? Like, why is she staying there with Darnell at his son's house? That was kind of wild to me. I had questions. I was like, what's going on? But they all share in the bathroom. Like, that's a big house. And to have a whole bunch of kids, how many bathrooms does that thing hold? It should have at least 3 bathrooms, right? If you got like, what, 4 or 5 kids? And then you got the master, not the master. We don't call it master bedroom anymore. We call it primary room, right? Him and Keisha's in the primary. We don't call it master anymore for for a good reason. But what is up with this? I was tripping. I was like, what? Why? Darnell, okay, I understand Darnell. He don't want to be at the house. He don't want to, be around the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. He want to be with his fam. So he going to stay with his son and his grandkids, right? That makes sense to me. But her, I'm kind of flabbergasted here. I'm kind of bugging here. Okay. All right. Y'all, let me see y'all thoughts on this right here. Let me see your thoughts. Okay. Now, DeMarcus says, why didn't Darnell go to Riley's house instead of staying with Emmett and Keisha's house where Jada? Right. Like, again, I got questions for my man Darnell. Like that's my guy, but still, it's like, bro, like what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I was bugging. I was just like, whoa, what's going on? It don't make sense to me. Does not make sense at all. Okay. They say Mitchie Music says I was going to ask the timeline because everybody is booed up. Yeah, it's 3 months. And Mitchie Music says I thought she liked Darnell, but I was like, no way. He's with her already. Right, exactly, Mitchie Music. I'm kind of like, okay. I mean, if this what we doing, this what we doing. I'm not gonna fight it. You know Darnell, he know how to pull him, he know how to talk to him, he know how to, you know what I'm saying? And she probably was around like, I'm here for you because she lost her husband kind of the same way. So she's the one that kind of like put him on to the idea of celebrating the wife and all this and that. And when she passed, he probably went to her, told her, and confided in her. And then next thing you know, Darnell's sweeping off her feet because you know how Darnell does it, man. You know Darnell, he's the man. Shout out to my guy, DeMarcus Vaughn, for the $2 super chat, man.
That's my dog.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah.
Thank you for your contribution.
Appreciate you.
Bringing that VACAY energy.
All right, man. Appreciate that $2 super chat, man. He says, which show will hit #1 on Paramount, The Oval of the Shy? Well, at this point, The Oval is not on Paramount Plus anymore. I mean, the old seasons are, but the new season that they dropped and then took off, they put it on BET. It's no longer that recent season. What was it? Season 7? It's on BET now. So I guess the Shy is going to be number 1 on Paramount Plus because the new season of The Oval is not on Paramount Plus. Yeah. Yep. All right. So, but thank you for that $2 super chat and that question, man. Very interesting. Okay. So like I said, fam, I am really flabbergasted about this situation here and how fast it's moving. But again, it's been 3 months. He doesn't want to be alone. But your man Emmett is frustrated. And I'll be frustrated too, man, because it was supposed to be temporary. Right. And again, he is complaining to Keisha because he's like, man, no, we can't even do it. You know, we got a house full of kids, and then my dad, and then his. Now, he didn't say his boo. He said something else. Okay. He said something else. He's like, man, Keisha, come on. And she, you know, she's the voice of reason. Like, come on, you know, your dad misses you. He wants to be around us. He loves being around us, his grandkids, you know, especially right now. It's hard. But he's, you know, Emmett, man. Emmett at times can be very understanding and mature, but he can also be immature at the same time. That's the thing about Emmett. Emmett can be a little selfish at times, right? He could be just thinking about himself, like, well, what about me? Well, what about us? And what about us having SEX and all of this and that? And it's like, bro, like, your mom just passed. Like, you need to kind of grieve yourself. He needs to grieve too. And we'll see that further along in the episode. But Keisha, I love Keisha for him, because Keisha is always going to be that voice of reason for him, and be the one to like keep him on task. You know, sometimes he'll get knocked off track because he's thinking about this, that, and the third. But Keisha's definitely the one. You know, and again, we talked about, Darnell asked the question later on in the episode, like, why didn't you marry this girl already? And I'm asking the same question. But again, Emmett, I don't think is ready. I don't think he's ready. Like, mentally, I don't think he's ready. Okay. So let's get to it, man. Your man is in the spot doing push-ups, and your man Shad, he's like, it's not my fault that we locked up. I understand why Victor's doing push-ups. He's frustrated. When you frustrated, you just want to do a push-up or two. It definitely helps, because, you know, when you know it's not your fault and you got your man, you was there for your man, you know what I'm saying? Your man came through. He's like, oh, I called you because I trusted you. He's like, yeah, my dumb ass went over there to help you out. And now here we are. And now they arguing back and forth. He's like, yo, why we still in here? You know what I'm saying? We got alibis. And Shad is like, yeah, well, you know, we're going to get out of here when Fatima, you know, that's his new boo that he was messing around with. Shout out to her, but she ain't around. She found out he got locked up, and she's like, she changed the number. They can't find her. You know, she can't help out. She's not going to give him an alibi. She don't want nothing to do with him at this point because of, and I wouldn't want anything to do with him either. We just met. If I just met this girl and turn around, I'm like, okay, we getting booed up. We about to make this thing happen. I was with you on the same night that this lady gets popped that you work for. Do I want to really kind of continue to mess around with this girl? I don't think so. I don't think I want to, you know, kind of like mess around with this girl, because she too hot right now. She too hot. I mean, she ain't that hot. She's actually in prison. She on ice in prison. Okay. So we can't find Fatima, his girlfriend, his new boo. And then Tiff told them that he was in the hospital, whatever, and delivered the baby that same night. But at the same time, they're not believing him because they can't find that footage at the hospital, which doesn't make sense. Why would that footage of them walking in the hospital and the whole elevator scene, remember they was stuck in the elevator, he delivered the baby for her, right, with her, and then the people helped them out. So there was people there that actually helped them out of the elevator. They fixed the elevator, they opened the elevator to get her, the baby, and Victor out. So there's other witnesses also. So where are those people? You know what I mean? Where are those people?
But they saying Tiff told him I was with him, but I'm still in here. So you know Victor Trigg is mad. This is Trigg right here. This ain't Victor. This is Trigg right here. So he is pissed off, family. Pissed off. Look, I be pissed off too. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me look in the chat, see what y'all talking about. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, let's see. Look at the chat. What do you say? No, all of a sudden, oh, you talking about Lene. I'm talking about something. Emmett, side piece. I think Emmett said side piece. Yeah, side. No, he said this B. That's what he said. He ain't say side piece. He said this bish. That's what he said. We say Emmett said he has feelings, but for 3 months is no time at all. Yeah, he's in his feelings. He's definitely in his feelings. DeMarcus says Emmett proposed to Keisha, and yeah, she said no. Yeah. Keisha not ready to marry. Keisha's still dealing with the trauma. Yeah. Yep. But he's not ready either. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really not ready. He just, again, when that conversation happened, I'm not going to go through it, but we could talk a little bit about it now. When that conversation happened, again, Darnell pointed out the fact that he was like under duress. Like he thought he was about to pass away after getting popped. So it wasn't a real proposal. You know what I mean? Like he was just doing it, but like, oh, I almost lost my life. And we had a whole discussion about that. We say Rashad was dealing with Nora. Okay, Nora, right. So we talking about Fatima. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, Nora. That's what it was. So they can't find Nora. That's what it was. Emmett did propose to Keisha. Yeah. He did. Yep. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, he was under duress. So I see you, Brandon. Yep. Thanks for coming through. Hit that like button, fam. Share this out, fam, as we go through this right here. So your man's still mad at Shad and they can't get out. So let's continue on. And I want to ask y'all, if you watched the episode, what stood out to you in this episode that was like, they could have did that better, or that's kind of strange, right? Type in your greatest likes and your greatest disappointment as I go through this and pull up some pics. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's talk about it. We got Jake, and Jake is at, I guess we can call it Lene's house now, right? This is really like Lene's house. This used to be Kevin, Keisha, Nina, and Dre's house. Now it's totally like Lene's house. Like, this is wild. Like, tell me this ain't wild. But they talking because, Trigger's locked up. And they kind of sitting down with Jake. And Jake definitely depressed. He like, oh, what's going on with your brother? Yeah, he waiting for a court date. This is crazy. They talking about it, but they want him to stay there. They're like, yo, you can stay here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lene looking like Mo 69 Ways. Shout out to Mo 69 Ways. Mo, I'm mad at you because you ain't telling me you was in the shot. Okay? You ain't telling me you was acting in the shot, Mo. This look just like you. You know what I'm saying? Don't she look like Mo? If Mo put on Mo has put on lipstick and makeup before and came to my birthday party. This looked just like Mo from the shop. Mo, I'm mad at you. You ain't telling me you was playing the role. Okay? But yeah, she's like, yo, you can stay here. And they said Papa moved in. I don't know why Darnell is over there. Darnell need to be over here. There's plenty of room over here for him and his girl, for him and Riley. They need to move in Lene's house. Oh, man. But yeah, she like, yo, you might as well stay over here. And, Jake is just like, nah. And they like, yeah, what's up with Reg? He's saying that Reg should be the one locked up, right? And he did get caught, but, he out on bail or whatever. So Jake is on his own. And I get it, man. I get that he's like really upset about the whole situation because his brother's gone. But the fact that everybody, like, Papa is staying there. Papa's staying in Kevin's room. Kevin old room. All right? Okay, let's keep going. Type in below, man, do you think it's a good idea for Jake to stay at the house? Or, we know what happened, man, because at this point, he going to need a place to stay if things go left. I'll just say that. If things go left, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for your boy. All right. So I was very surprised at this. But yes, your boy, Pastor Ezekiel, is gone. And I'm like, what? We got Pastor Charles with the locks, okay? And he is giving a speech, eulogy, or whatever you want to call it, because this is the funeral of the pastor, Pastor Ezekiel. Okay, why is this taking so long? What is going on? Okay, here we go. There it is. Your boy is gone. Did we see this coming? Did we see this happen? I don't remember seeing this happen. Like, I know who did it. I think we all know who did it, right? But I didn't see this happen. And, you know, Pastor Charles is up there, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, we was brothers. We ain't always see eye to eye. And of course, you know, you got Kenya, she's there. You got Papa there, but Papa is looking at the white mistress. She's there right here. And she crying and bawling her eyes out, you know? But let me see, do I have the wife? I think I have the wife. Or his ex-wife is in there too. But the ex-wife, she don't look like she crying at all. Let me see, where's she at? Nah, but Kenya, you know, Kenya's hurt, man. I feel sorry for Kenya. That was her daddy, man. That was her daddy, man. I'm sorry, Kenya. But your father's gone. And we know who did it, man. And we know why. We know why. Because Pastor Zeke knew too much. And he was talking to Nuck. It was inevitable to me. For me, it was inevitable for this to go down the way that it did. You know? Because, yeah. Pastor Zeke. Not only was he doing some wild stuff, but who's going to be the new pastor in the church? That's my question. Here she is. The ex-wife, she's just sitting there like, when is this going to be over? Because I'm hungry. Like, she ain't even crying. Kenya's bawling her eyes out. You know, the white mistress, is she there? She's still behind her? She bawling her eyes out. Yeah, she right there. There she is. Bawling her eyes out, but she just like, whatever, dog. Like, when is this going to be over? And I'm like, dang, cold as ice. But your man, Pastor Charles, man, he's doing this thing. The thing about it is, I mean, we can go right ahead because I'm not going to go through each and every scene. But yeah, your man, Pastor Charles, he stopped being a pastor to be a barber. Like, what? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. What do you think? Why is she just like stone cold face, no emotions, and the whole nine? Now, again, we know that your man, Papa, rose up on her. And he's just like, yo, you wasn't crying. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't really crying that hard. And she was like, well, there's a lot going on. And he's like, tell me about it. She's like, nah, it's too much to tell, right? Or you too young. You too young is what she said. And then Papa's on some like, yeah, well, Pastor told me, you know, tells me a lot. And she's like, that's the problem. Your boy taught too much. Zeke talked too much. That's why he's unalive today. Now, again, we know that, who was it? Was it Tucson that approached him? I think it was, right? Tucson approached Pastor Zeke. And yeah, I mean, Nuck find that out. You about to be out of here, son. You're about to be out of here. And yeah. So Pastor Zeke is on. Can you believe it? Yes, I can believe it. I'm not surprised. Are you guys surprised? Are you surprised that Pastor Zeke got by your boy Nuck? Because that's who did it. That's who took him out, period. So speaking of Nuck, let's get to it. Hold on. Somebody car beeping, y'all. Hold on. All right, fam. Sorry. My apologies. Somebody's car was going off. Yeah, here I am. All right, we back. Somebody's car was going off, and I can't have that in the live, so I had to make sure. All right, so we back. So where was I at? Pastor Zeke, he's gone. It's over. Who's going to be the minister of the church now? Right? I don't know. Who's going to be the minister of the church? So, man, oh man. Okay, let me look in the chat, see what's going on. All right, Pastor Zeke is gone. Let me see your comments. This was inevitable, fam. What you say? Mitch Music says, I'm wondering if that girl nurse working with Reg has something to do with the footage, and if Reg threatened, Shad, whoa. You talking about the footage at the hospital? Well, the footage at the hospital would affect Trig more so than Shad, right? Trig was dealing with Fatima. Yes, Trig was, yeah. The writer paid homage to Fatima when ISIS was, yeah. I believe that Charles has something to do with Pastor Zeke's unalignment. You do? Why? Explain that. Why would he have anything to do with that? Okay. I said, I guess Zuri is Angie's sister. Oh, you think that, huh? Okay. Sarah, got it. He said Carolyn is the wife of Sarah's mission. Okay. Marcus says, by them being divorced, Pastor Ezekiel probably didn't leave Carolyn any money. Wow. Dang. That would suck. That would definitely suck if that was the case. That would definitely suck. Okay. So let's get back to it. Now, again, this is First Reactions, fam. Chime in below if you just came through. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, fam. All right. And here we go. Speaking of Nuck, here we are. Nuck is cooking some pancakes, fam. Like, no shirt on. He's in your girl's house. So first off, y'all know, if y'all watched it, y'all know what's going on. Are you surprised at this? Are you surprised? It's 3 months. Alicia's gone. Jade is gone. Are you surprised that the man is in there now, half naked, cooking pancakes? Cooking pancakes with his boo. You know who his boo is. Yeah. Tiffany is his boo now. Are we surprised or not? I'm not surprised. Like I said, this is on brand for her, right? One dude don't work out, she'll move on to the next dude. Now, again, he was nice to her when she was pregnant, the whole nine. Yeah, he helped her with the crib, or he didn't. You know, yeah, it was him and Trig going back and forth. Yeah, you know, they was really trying to get at her, but are we surprised though? But she's asking, do you like the portrait? And he's like, hell no. I would feel the same way. Like, I don't like this portrait. I told you I didn't like the portrait from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning, I'm like, yo, this is a weird portrait to me, man. This doesn't look right at all. So I'm like, bruh, like, why? Why did you even do this? Why does she have a put? I want to honor them. I want to honor the father of my child. Tiff, that don't even look like the father of your child. That is not the look of the father of your child, yo. That is a kid. So to me, it's like, anyway. So what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? Because I don't know if I'm feeling this or not. Are y'all feeling this this connection between these two? Or was this inevitable? I mean, your man Trig went up. He's in jail. Do we think this is a good fit? Well, you know who doesn't feel that it's a good fit? Of course. Your boy. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, Emmett came by, right? And he brought EJ. It's about time that Tiff got EJ. Now, again, when I saw the pics and when I saw the trailer, I was like, is Tiff going to get her baby back? And she did. They had to answer that question for us, right? They had to do that for us. Yeah. Because people's like, where's EJ? You know what I'm saying? You running around with this, that, and the third. Where's EJ at? Well, she got EJ back. Okay. But Emmett comes by and he brings also his child, Lil Ronnie. And yeah, man, Tiff's mom is not feeling your boy. EJ is like, I don't like pancakes. And then Tiff's mom is like, I'm going to cook some waffles for you once the guy with the tattoos leaves. Like, she's not feeling them at all. But also, your man Emmett is not feeling the fact that Tiff is in this situation now. You know? Are you guys feeling this? Because, yeah, she ain't feeling it. She's not feeling it. I don't know why Keisha's there. I don't know what. I don't know if I'm feeling this situation right here. I don't like it. Is it good for Tiff? I don't think so. I think Tiff just kind of go from man to man, which is not cool. Like, why can't Tiff just be alone with her baby? I don't get it. I mean, I know they do business or whatever, and they flirt or whatever, but it seemed like Tiff can't just be alone. Like, you ever like see Tiff alone? No. You know what I'm saying? She was with somebody, that she was with Emmett, then, you know, then they was going back and forth, you know, over EJ, and then turn around. Emmett finally bagged her to get together, whatever. And then he messes up with Dom, and then she leaves and go to the other guy. And then she get with Rob. She always bouncing from man to man. And I'm just like, I don't know if that's healthy for somebody to be like that. You know? I don't know if that's a healthy thing. All right? So, again, we ain't going scene by scene, but we just talking about it. First reaction. Emmett ain't feeling it. And Emmett does have a discussion with Keisha about this situation. And he's like, yo, do you trust Nuck? She's like, I trust him enough with my son. That's all I need to know. And Emmett definitely has concerns about Nuck because Nuck, you don't know what Nuck's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Nuck took out Pastor, like 2 pastors. Nuck took out 2 pastors. Took out Rob, right? The father of Tiffany's child, and then living in the house with her, booed up with her. This dude is sick. Like, the dude got a problem. Like, this is kind of sick. Mental. Like, he's mental. There's something mentally wrong with him. And then he takes out the pastor who's really trying to help him spiritually and mentally, even though he was paying him. And because you think that he was talking to the feds or whatever, then you pop him. Not good, not good, not good. All right, let me go to the chat, see what y'all's talking about. This is wild. Okay, let's go up in here. All right, first reactions, fam. First reaction with your boy VACAY-J. Let me see him look at the chat. We say, remember season 5, Charles told Zeke that he knows that Zeke knows where Zeke's bodies are at. Okay, Nuck could have funded Charles' barbershop. Okay, possibility. They say Dolly is feeling Tiff and Nuck relationship either. It's not. You mean it's not feeling? Yeah. Dolly, she's not feeling. Oh, you say Nuck will tell Tiff that Rosalind Perry eliminated. Yeah, you've been saying that. Okay. So are we feeling this, family? No. I'm not feeling this. I don't like it. I'm not feeling it. Making myself a little bit lower. There we go. Okay. I'm not feeling that relationship, fam. If you're feeling it, y'all let me know. Okay. All right. Again, this to me, honestly, when it boils down to it, to me, this is like a setup episode. It's all a setup. It's all to kind of present new characters. So let me get to the new characters if I can real quick. Let's talk about her. Here it is. right here. So we got the new character. And DeMarcus already know her name, right? Keith's girl. Keith's girl. And what's her name? I know you like to do that. I know you like to play that game. What's her name? She comes over. She delivers like expired prescriptions and medicine to Reg. So then Reg is now going to resell it or do whatever on the block. He pays her for it, and then he resells those pills. And Keith is definitely not feeling that. Let me see. I know you're going, where's the name at? Where's the name? Because I know you like to tell us. You're not going to tell us now? Oh, man. So, yes. She's bringing over expired pills. And Keith, her boyfriend, y'all know Keith. Keith is not feeling that at all. All right. He don't want her to be messed up. And yeah, he's not feeling this whole situation. He doesn't want her to deal with Reg at all. He's saying that he's unhinged. And yeah, she's like, yo, are you giving me money? Jordan, that's her name. Jordan. Oh, you just typed it. Jordan is her name. Okay. It took you a while for that one. But that's the new character, Jordan. That's Keith's lady. I didn't even know he had a lady. But yes, that's Keith's new lady. And she works at the hospital. Now, again, it may be the same hospital that, Tiff had the baby in the elevator with, whatever. Don't know if she's involved with taking the tapes or scrubbing the tapes, any conspiracy like that. But as of right now, she's bringing Reg some pills. She got to pay for her mom's stuff, and your boy Keith ain't giving her no money. But that's her man. That's who she chose. She's like, oh, well, you gonna get locked up? And Keith is like, don't call me if you get locked up. And Reg is like, yeah, you can call me. So we'll see how this goes, man. But Reg is building up his operation and doing some wild stuff. And he's getting soldiers too. So he got a room full of soldiers. It's like, listen, as long as y'all stick with me and don't backstab me or whatever, y'all gonna be good. But do you think, and here's the question, do you think that Reg will eventually clap cheeks with Jordan? All right. Will Reg clap cheeks with Jordan? Well, you already know that Reg's girl, she already being jealous about the whole situation. She thinks that it's more than just her bringing pills. And she kicks Reg out of the house because of that. All right. So Reg is now kicked out of the house. We moving right through this. Bakari is, he's selling his book now. He finally got his book going. Lene is talking to him and like, hey, like you need to go ahead and promote it, but you got to promote it more. Bakari wants instant fame. He wants instant fame, right? And, like I said, I like Lene for him because Lene is trying to motivate him and kind of get him on track. She's like, yeah, you can't just put it out there and expect people to just buy it. It's not going to happen that way. She is like the reality check for him. But we see this new guy right here. Here's another new guy bringing up the new people. And this guy right here, his name is Rafi. And he's down with Nuck. And he seems to be jealous of Bakari because Bakari is Nuck's number 2, right? Okay. So because Bakari is Nuck's number 2, he is trying to get in and get Bakari out of being number 2. He's like, I need to be your number 2. Bakari pulls out the shotty. And he's like, well, I'm number 2 right now. And Nuck is like, look, I trust him. And if you don't trust him, then you don't have to work here. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be here if you don't trust him, because I trust him. So, yeah. This guy, Rafi, I think he's going to be a problem. I think he's going to be a serious, serious problem for Bakari and for Nuck. I think, yeah, he's going to be a problem. Because, yeah, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. Because this guy right here, Rafi, he went ahead. If you watched it, you already know. He went ahead over to Reg's side. And Reg is like, yo, why should I trust you? Right? Why should I trust you? You was over there with Nuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you left him, you leave me. If you know what I'm saying? If you bouncing on him, you going to bounce on me. You going to do something crazy to me and my crew. And this guy's like, nah, you guys are not the same. That's all it took, Reg? Yeah, you're right. We not the same. Reg is crazy, man. This is all a setup. Rafi's going to do some crazy stuff. Rafi is going to probably tell Reg where the stash is, right? Rafi's going to go against Nuck and Bakari, right? So Rafi, he going to be a problem, definitely for Bakari, right? Let's see. We say, DeMarcus says, Jordan is bringing the expired, yes. Keith was dealing with Tracy. That's it, yep. Internet is lagging. Oh, the internet, okay, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Reg will not smash Jordan, okay? Rafi's actually right about Bakari, though. What is he right about? That he's not a good number two? Like he's the best number two? Because he looks more street than Bakari? Rafi also said, yo, Bakari, when you pulled the strap out on him, Rafi also said, Bakari, I'm not Ronnie. I shoot back. Oh, Rafi knows about that. See, the streets know about what your boy did. The streets know about what Bakari did. So because of that, I guess he has a name in the streets, but this guy knows all about it, right? So Rafi, yeah, exactly. Rafi might. You say he will expose Bakari and Nuck? He might. He might expose them. And I don't see why he wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why he wouldn't, because now he's on the opposite team. He's on Reg's squad now. So everything that Rafi knows about Nuck's operation, why wouldn't he give that information up? You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to be a number two. Now, again, Keith seems to be number two to Reg, right? But turn around, Rafi, with the information that he has, if he gives it to Reg, he may be the number two to Reg. What do you think? You think that's going to happen? We'll see. But Rafi going to be a problem. Rafi already a problem. I mean, when they was meeting or whatever at the smoke shop, before Rafi left, they were sitting down and he was mad because Lene was at the bar and Lene was looking over at Rafi and looking over at Nuck. He's like, yo, what's up with that? You know, we don't need to have, you know, other people here, whatever. He getting real nervous because Lene was kind of looking over because she hates Nuck, right? She hates him. So Rafi peeped that, and that seems to be a problem. But now Rafi's on the other team. Okay, so that's another new person. Let's get to another new person here. Another new person that just came through to the shot is this lady right here. She is the lawyer to Reg, and they're working with, she's the lawyer, to Shad. She's having a conversation with Shad about the whole alibi thing, and she's telling him that we can't find Nora. Nora changed the number. We can't find this person, can't find that person. And yeah, she's saying she's going to do everything in her power to help Shad and Trig get out. But yeah, man, I don't know why he would do something like this, but he was trying to holler at the lawyer. He's trying to talk to her like, yeah, you know, so do you mix business with pleasure? And I'm like, yo, man, this is not the time or the place. Like, Shad be bugging out to me. Shad be tripping. Like, this is not the time or the place. This lady's trying to help you out. She's asking you questions, and you like, yeah, I just want to get to know my lawyer. Like, bro. Like, he ain't nothing but trouble, man. He's a problem. Your boy is a problem, man. And unfortunately, that's just how it is, man. But Patience is going to try to help. And let me see, the other lawyer, where's he at, that was talking to Victor, he was saying that he needs to give up Shad. Let's say Shad's the one that did it. You know? And it's just like, man, that's messed up that his lawyer, that Victor's lawyer was like, yeah. Just say Shad did. He already got, he already got other strikes. So you might as well just say he did. I'm like, yo, that's messed up. That is messed up. And nobody can find that footage, so they all are screwed at this point. Screwed. Yep. Okay. Let me see what else. Another new person. Any other new people that we need to talk about? Okay. All right. So, like I said, this is pretty much a good setup episode. Reg goes to see, okay, let me pull that up. Reg goes to see Victor while he's locked up. He's like, yo, I need a place to stay because my girl kicked me out because of my operations and blah, 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 blah. And Victor's like, no, you can't stay at the house. No. He's just like, no. I don't want you there. Like, you know what? Let me pull this up. Go like this. It's like, no, I don't want you there, man. You can't be there. I'll pull this up. Boom. There we go. So, yeah, man. He's like, I don't want you at the house. Don't come to the house. He's like, this is our house. He's like, no, not for you. I don't want you there. Don't be there. And then he just leaves. He just leaves out. Like, whatever, man. And then he goes and he breaks into the house. And I'm like, dang. So he breaks into the house while Jake is gone. Now, Victor called Jake and said, yo, man, don't let him in the house no matter what. And he told him where the strap was under the floorboard, right? And yeah, he broke in anyway. He just kicked the door down, came through while Jake was away. And we're going to boil it down. You know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't see it, definitely go watch the rest. Your man, let's see here. This was a deep episode, and I'm going to say it's deep because your boy, Darnell, he's really going through it. Darnell's really, really going through it. And, bruh, grief is a serious thing, you know? Like this, you may watch this and be like, yo, this one is real slow, whatever the case is, but Darnell, he's going to be grieving Jada for the longest time. So is Emmett. You know? So is Emmett. So, yeah, man, it's not a good thing. Your man, okay, here it is. Your man Darnell, speaking of Darnell, your man Darnell messed up. Because Riley is there with him at the house. They getting it in. And she's like, yeah, we need to just go back to your house. You know, you fixed I guess something wrong with the heater. I said, fix the heater, right? And he's like, yeah, you know, oil is expensive. And she's like, look, I know you don't want to go there because you're grieving Jada, right? And she's like, yeah, let's go back to the house. And he's like, come on, don't pressure me, Jada. I'm like, dang. Darnell, you messed up, boy. Because he calls her Jada instead of Riley. And she's like, look, I know what you're going through. I know you're sorry. I know what you're going through because I've been there. And I understand. But at the end of the day, she ended up leaving him because he needs to grieve. And he's going through it, man. So I feel bad for Darnell and everything he's going through. But yeah, man. Not cool for him. Okay. So let's get down to the bottom of this thing as we wrap this thing up. So because Reg went in there and broke in, okay? And anything I missed, definitely type it in the chat below. Reg broke in. Let me see if I can find it. He broke in and just started having a party. He just got the girls over, had these ladies over, the whole nine. You know, he's in a bathtub all of this and that. And your man, Jake, sees this. When he gets to the house, he sees this. He's looking from the outside in. And man, this dude pulls the strap out on your boy. There it is. Here it is. He pulls the strap out on your boy. With all these girls in the bathtub and the whole nine. Again, we seen this in the trailer. And then his goons, as he's pulling out the strap on Reg, his goons, of course, got the straps on him. And he's like, yo, get out, right? He's like, yo, you really going to shoot me? Look at the girls, they all shocked or whatever. He's like, yeah, if I have to, I will. And then, boom, fades to black. Do you think he popped Reg or not? Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right, fam? But yeah, this is pretty much the first reaction. Let me give my rating really quick. My rating for this right here, and I see your comments. Hold on. So my rating for this first episode of The Shad, episode 1, season 8, I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm gonna give it a 2. It was good, right? It was good for what it needed to be, and it was, to me, it was a setup episode. It was a setup episode to introduce the new characters, to introduce the new situations. And Bakari also, we failed to mention that Bakari was trying to sell his books. They had a whole book signing, whatever. It was the launch of his book and it failed. Bakari did go see Shad, and Shad was like, I'm proud of you, man, but you got to be creative. Stop messing with Nuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about what you need to do to get out of the situation. And you're not going to get rich overnight. Just keep working at it. But I give it a 2. I give it a solid 2. It was good. It wasn't bad. And yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. All right. You guys chime in below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your rating. I give it a solid 2. All right. Let me go to the chat as we wrap this thing up. You said Jackie would be Reg number 2 if something happened to Keith. Okay. Did you see Jackie? You saw Jackie? Okay. Patience is Rashad's attorney. Yes. Patience looks similar to Deja. Yep. Todd is Victor's attorney. Yep. Can you tell him Papa that she loves him is interesting? Yeah. Why is that interesting? Look, they related, right? That's something else that we forgot to talk about. You know, they finally had a conversation, and, you know, your boy Papa apologized for kind of like pushing her away. Because remember when his father passed away, Kenya was trying to be there for him. And he pushed her away. You remember that? Talking about, yeah, I want to honor my father because he didn't want me to be with you because you got a baby. So he apologized for that finally. And yeah, she's in a vulnerable place, so she would say, you know, I love you. We say, Kev, spirit is living in Devontae. Yes, Devontae is, we didn't talk about that. Devontae is Emmett's son. And Shay, the mother that moved away, came back and dropped them off with Emmett because man, Devontae is getting into fights and he's being reckless. He needs his father, you know. And I think that was the theme of this episode also, another theme of people needing their father specifically. They need their parents, but their father specifically, and how the father needs the child as well. Like Darnell needs Kevin to be there. They need to cling to each other real strong because they're both grieving. But Devontae, who is, I guess, would Devontae be Emmett's youngest son? Probably. But he's getting into problems. Also, we failed to mention that at the end of the episode that Keisha got a call from the school saying that Devontae was caught with a strap in his bag. Right. So that's that. And yeah, man, Devontae, we're going to see more Devontae. But he seems to be a troubled kid. He needs his father in his life. Okay. Never called the wrong. Oh, anyway, man, get out of here. Rafi and Jackie saving Red's life. Okay. All right. That's it. All right, family. Look. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Listen, if y'all rate this, if y'all didn't rate it, go ahead and rate it below. and absolutely, we're going to be out, man. It's been a pleasure, fam. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Definitely look out for episode 2 as we wind this down, fam. We are going to be covering the entire season. And if it's the will of God, we will sit down with the creator, executive producer, director, screenwriter, Lena Waithe. Shout out to Lena Waithe, Hillman grad. So stick with your boy. And yeah, we definitely going to do it for the members first. So look out for that. But it's your man, VACAY-J. I appreciate all y'all for coming through. Thank you for rocking with your boy. And I'm going to see y'all next time in the next live event. This is First Reactions of the Shad Season 8, Episode 1. All right? Until next time. Salute.
I don't wanna go.